Ginny Romedy. Cybercrime is the greatest threat to every company in the world today.
Yeah. Couldn't have said better. Yes. We live on the digital world much more than we live on the physical world. You're reading through your iPad, digital presence, right? Everything around is connected digitally, right? And when it comes to the enterprise level, millions, billions, and trillions of dollars are dependent on how transactions, information, data flows digitally. So the security of that literally is the security of our happiness, if I may to say the least. We are on Instagram, we exchange pictures with everybody. Imagine the digital security of that getting compromised. From our privacy to our money, everything is digital. And hence the foundational security of that is the most important thing. The world as we move forward, where the usage of the digital infrastructures, for what all do we use digital infrastructures, and how the dependency on the digital world is increasing with every passing day. With that, the foundation of cybersecurity also have to be redefined. We can't have the same standards of digital security while what is being built on top, while what is the digital world being used for is exponentially changing. Right? So cybersecurity, I think, has to be literally the foundation of everything that happens in the new world.
So follow-up question. How do we make sure that the security standards that are being implemented and the pace of technology evolving, how do we ensure alignment? Like, how do we make sure that there aren't going to be like these sort of huge differences as technologies emerge and things become more and more sensitive?
See, I think always the good and the bad moves in parallel. Sometimes one good motivates the bad. Like, for example, when the banking system becomes too strong, somebody tries to hack it. There's a lot of money there, money heist. While on the other hand, when a money heist happens, then suddenly the bank will be like, we need to kind of upgrade our infrastructure and make ourselves more secure. So which happens first is always like a debate, which came first, chicken or the egg. But the alignment comes with progress. Classic example, quantum computing, the industry in which, of course, Quranium is building. The first came the possibilities of quantum computing. Okay. We need to innovate in the drug discovery so that we can make healthcare more efficient, more faster to humanity at large. For that, we need much more processing power. So we need to make our computers more stronger. New chips came in, new investments started flowing in for this direction to identify and to move forward towards the goodness of this technology. Once that move happened, then it was like, hey, 1 second. This same speed, this same power can compromise the digital security also. Because the current security algorithms like RSA and ECC that we use, they are based on some strong mathematical factorization that normal computers can't break, and hence our digital world is secure. But on the other hand, we are building this quantum computer to solve a lot of problems. But at the same time, this same computer can solve this cybersecurity firewall as well. That becomes a problem for the digital world. Now you can't stop the growth of quantum computers because it has its own pros.
Yeah.
Then you have to upgrade the cybersecurity of the algorithms here. That is where post-quantum cryptography started becoming prevalent, and institutions around the world started research and development towards identifying algorithms which can be quantum secure. And hence, you see organizations like NIST, the US government, and now across the world, it has become like national quantum missions across the world to balance these two and give equal importance to both. We have to grow the quantum industry. We have to grow quantum computing development because it adds a lot of benefits to industries across. But at the same time, we have to grow the cybersecurity aspect and the post-quantum cryptography infrastructures as well. Because when this grows, this becomes a challenge. So both are going like equally hand in hand.
That makes a lot of sense. And I think this aligns with another question that I've been curious to ask you, because we're just looking into what's happening, on a year-to-year basis in terms of this development, especially from a government standpoint. Like, what are governments doing about this? How do we make sure that, enterprises are, kind of keeping up with the progressions and so on? And so governments are stepping in different ways. The U.S. Congress recently passed a bill, I think it was at the end of 2022, to ensure that systems move towards quantum security.
Yes.
What are your comments on that? And do you think that this is going to be a trend that we see in more governments other than the US?
100%. I think this literally highlights in bold the urgency of the matter, right? I mean, the speed at which quantum computers are being developed across the world is increasing by at least 3x every year. And that has now started becoming a very strong focus area for the governments as well, to start thinking about the cybersecurity aspects of it. And that's where, this bill that you're speaking about by the US government came into picture, to move the sensitive departments to post-quantum cryptography. NIST, I think since last 8 years, have been researching towards identifying a post-quantum cryptography algorithm that can become the new standard and replace RSA and ECC that exists today as the foundational standard of algorithm that you use for any digital security. And now as we move forward, Zoom moved to post-quantum security. I think Google Chrome has become quantum secure. Apple quantum secured its iMessages. There is a reason why these trend-setting organizations across the world are moving towards this initiative, because it is very, 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 very important and very urgent. I always say, you don't hire a security guard after a theft has happened. You hire a security guard so that you can prevent any theft from happening.
Exactly.
Post-quantum cryptography is that security guard. You build it today because you never know when that theft is going to start happening. And that's where this thing is becoming relevant.